Selling her pop. Hello, Malo le Soifua. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Stay Humble. Hope you guys are safe, loved, cared for, healthy, blessed, and love some more. Yessah, bless her, never stress her. Let's go. Today we got a special video to go over, and this is the Iam Tongi special presentation that was aired on KITV4. Some of you guys have remembered when it first aired. Like, why didn't you record? I was, but then it was just one of those videos where, you know, I took it upon myself to watch it, you know. And not only that, you know, I wasn't prepared for it at the time. So when I was trying to set it up, it just happened so fast. And then that's why here today, you guys gonna see me react to it for the first time. So, but I've seen it. It's amazing. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you KITV4, the Iam Tongi special presentation. Let's go. Selling her papaya.
KITV4 Island News special presentation. The winner of American Idol, Iam Tongi.
Man, remember that night?
It's so amazing to be up there. You just close your eyes, get into the moment, and you just go off.
Yes, sir.
Honoring our people and respecting their will and their input as we reciprocate love back to them. So the baby makes some noise for the Tongi family, nice and loud.
Yes.
I think his name says it all, you know? It's like he was born it. I am the next American Idol.
See everyone do this is nuts, dude. I like never expect that it would be like this.
Now to that big celebration on Oahu's North Shore. All of this to honor our hometown hero, Iam Tongi.
It's like we're winning the state championship.
So many people, man.
I mean, this is.
Look how many people showed up, man. I believe they say 14,000 people showed. Whew. It's almost like, still like yesterday.
It's huge. I mean, he's an ambassador of Hawaii, but he's an ambassador from this village. We love this boy.
Iam Tongi.
That's
That
the
name
rock.
has
That's the rock stuntman.
become popular in just the last few months, from Hawaii to Hollywood to the rest of the world. He's our newest American Idol, but there's so much more to this island boy. This is I Am Iam, in his own words, and in the eyes of his loved ones. Over the next hour, we'll take an in-depth look at Iam's success on American Idol, his quick rise to fame and becoming a fan favorite, and some of the challenges that he faced along the way that many don't know about. We'll also talk to the people who helped shape and raise him. And in order to really understand his success, you have to understand his history and his background that all started right here in Kahuku.
Early in the morning, gather all her island fruits. Pregnant as she starts another day. It's just so amazing to be up there with the lights, and you just close your eyes, get into the moment, and you just, you know, just go off, yeah.
At just 18 years old, Kahuku's own Iam Tongi is a global icon.
I'll tell you I love you once more.
Iam's American Idol audition went viral after he sang the song Monsters by James Blunt and revealed his heartbreak over the recent death of his father, Rodney. And your dad?
My dad passed away like a couple of months ago.
Sorry, buddy. So who got you into music?
My dad.
So why don't you take a moment of silence?
Iam's connection to the song Monsters first started with his uncle.
They were riding home one time and my brother was playing the song. And that's when he listened to it and he actually cried. And he really wanted to perform that song. So he learned it and he came home, he performed it for his dad. And he, you know, like for me, that has been one of my favorite songs.
Iam's mother, Lily, is the one who suggested Iam sing Monsters for his audition.
I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forget.
I told him, why don't you do Monsters? And he's like, no, I don't want to sing Monsters. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to do it. He specifically mentioned he didn't want to talk about Rodney. You know, like he's like, I don't want to be a sob story. So he performed with Give You Blue by, you know, Alan Stone. And then one of the producers just said, you know, Give You Blue is good, but, you know, with a voice like yours, it'll be nice to sing something that, you know, is different. So what are some of the covers that you might think? And he looked at me and I just looked at him. I didn't even have to say anything. And then he's like, okay. And he had this face like, how about Monsters?
Iam's audition struck a chord with people from around the world.
Yep. You guys already know.
Becoming the most viewed audition on American Idol's YouTube page with more than 18 million views.
I think it's more than that
Stop
now.
myself from crying. But when I started singing, I don't know why, like, I just started thinking about my dad and, like, I could hear his harmonies, you know what I mean?
Iam turned his heartbreak into triumph.
He's this boy from a small little island making a big difference, making a name for himself, following his dreams, continuing his dad's legacy.
When you see their stories, you know, in front of the world, it's very emotional.
There's a magic around him, and it happens in your career maybe once or twice when you are out there where this is your time, it's your moment, and that's where he is right now.
The pride is always there, no matter who it is. You know, we're always support our community and whoever comes out of our community, you know, big or small, we're always there.
Yes.
A teenager coping with the loss of his dad, taking a leap of faith to pursue his dreams, and going on to win American Idol. Coming up, we'll get a glimpse of Iam's upbringing and who he credits for getting him into music.
Yes, sir. Man, everybody shining love, man. Sharing love.
September 1st, 2004, a star was born on the North Shore of Oahu.
My name is Iam Tongi, and I'm from Kahuku, Hawaii.
The youngest of 5, Iam's passion for music started at a young age.
Iam was always a singer. Like, we used to tease him as a bathroom singer. You know, in the shower, everywhere. He'll sit there, play games, sing. We're watching movies, he's singing. It's like more like annoying kind singing.
There's always that one in the family that sings, man. But, you know, that's chosen right there.
Like, just always singing, and we would always be like,
Aw,
stop.
so
So
cute.
we kind of were pushing him to stop, not knowing that, you know, he was destined to sing.
Darling, yes, yes.
I was a bum kid growing up.
Out of all of us siblings, he's always been the one who is.
Oh my God, look how cute he is, man. Totally, man. Remind me of my little brothers.
Would be that person that everyone knows, that everyone loves.
Put your head down.
Used to do wrestling because all my siblings did wrestling and football and all that stuff, and I started getting into it, but my grades sucked, so I couldn't do any like tournaments.
It wasn't till 5th grade when he started going to school, and his teacher, Alison Faleolo, like taught the whole class ukulele, and that's when he kind of picked it up.
My first year of teaching, Iam was one of my students, and he was a typical student, always very happy, but struggled with academics.
Yeah, I wasn't good at all. Everyone else was getting it like faster than me, and I was like, I don't want to do it, you know.
has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD.
Growing up, it was way worse. And I used to get in trouble a lot.
I would get calls from the office or from his teachers that he would be in school without a backpack, no pencil, nothing to write with, but he would always have his guitar.
He left my classroom crying a lot every day because I would scold him for needing to try harder and things like that. But just always came back to school the next day. I was so proud of him for doing that. With Miss Faleolo's encouragement, playing the ukulele.
He had no other option but to go back to school. Imagine if he decided not to. Oh man, it would have been a different story.
Eventually became second nature.
You know, I grew to love it, and I did my first talent show in 5th grade with the ukulele, and I sang words of love.
Partway into the year, he began finding videos online. And so over the weekend, to encourage him with academics, I'd send a ukulele home with him until he got his own. And he would come back playing a new song because he had seen it online.
When my husband found out he knew how to play the ukulele, then that was around November. He went right away and bought him, you know, an expensive guitar, ukulele, and he brought it home and hid it under our bed for his Christmas present. So we waited till Christmas to give it to him. But yeah, that's when we first started with him kind of, you know, singing with Rodney a lot.
I remember, what's it called? Like, that's so like, I don't know, a lot of parents probably do it. But, you know, you buy gifts, like, way ahead of Christmas, and you try to hit that thing until Christmas. And then you're like, wow, we just got it. Almost like you got it yesterday, but you had that thing like 6 months out.
And it lit him up. Iam was always so happy because, now there's something Dad's proud of, because we were like, be quiet, you know. But it's more like, Iam, come sing, Iam, come sing.
Iam's dad eventually bought him a cheap guitar.
I think it was $99. And he's like, I want to see if you're serious about this. And if you are serious, I'm going to get you a better one.
Once Iam proved his passion was serious, Rodney used his holiday paycheck to buy Iam this guitar.
Oh, that's the one. Never seen the rain. Damn, look how young he was when he got that.
I was kind of upset, and he said, why are you upset? I'm investing in Iam. This is Iam's future.
Yep.
And I'm like, whatever, but you don't have to, you know, we got bills to pay. And I would stress out, and he'd be like, you stress too much. No, we have to invest in the kids. And I'm like, yes, but you can invest in like a guitar that's $99. So he's like, you want them to feel like they are worth something. Yeah. So we have to, you know, spend that much money on it.
Oh, I think that's at the mall. It looks like the mall.
I'm gonna set him up. I'm gonna make sure that he has, you know, gigs to go and do, and he did.
Rodney got Iam his first job performing weekends at Mike's Huli Chicken in Kahuku.
Mike would always come and tip me like $20, $40, and I was like, hey, thank you, Mike.
My dad would always push him every morning. You know, he'd wake him up, and every day, like at night, he'd be like, Iam, did you practice your music? And he'd be like, oh, hurry up, practice. I need you to learn, he'd tell him like, I need you to learn like 11 new songs this week. And Iam would be so mad.
All that practice paid off. But just as Hawaii was starting to get a glimpse of Iam's talent, reality set in. Still ahead, we'll hear more from the Tongis about why they were left with no choice but to pick up and leave Hawaii.
Wow.
You know, we made it from paycheck to paycheck.
In 2017, Rodney got sick, suffered a stroke, and for about a year had to stop his work as an electrician.
We were drained financially, and then he ended up going back to work and got dehydrated and had a heart attack. So right after that, we knew that we couldn't afford Hawaii anymore.
Damn. Whew. Man, that hits hard. That hits hard.
Priced out of paradise.
We had to go. We had no choice.
In 2019, the Tongis moved to Federal Way, Washington, just over 20 miles south of Seattle, to live with Rodney's sister, Lupepe.
It was such a blessing for me. I always wanted one of my siblings here with me.
It was hard. I miss my friends a lot. I remember sometimes I'd cry to my mom, like, why do we have to move? Why do we have I have no friends? And
Washington is different. It was more like you stay indoors, like you don't really go. You know, in Hawaii, Iam's like, I miss just walking in the streets and just meeting my friends anywhere and just walk. Now it's like just sitting in the house.
Metro bus right there.
We wave at everyone waves back. But it's usually in Seattle, like, people that are outside the house, just random people, and they look at me like I'm weird, so they're like, just ignore me.
In 2020,
that's a lot of places. But there's a few places that are nice, so.
Rodney suffered kidney failure and went on dialysis.
I used to think, oh, you know, nothing's gonna happen to mom and dad, because they're gonna live forever. That's when I realized, like, yo, they're not gonna live forever.
After Rodney got sick, Iam developed anxiety and had his first anxiety attack at the age of 16.
I don't feel like my heart starts racing and I don't know what to do.
He just sat there on the bed and he just seemed like he was hyperventilating. And I can't breathe, I can't, you know, like.
Rodney skipped his dialysis that day to be with his son. Iam remembers a conversation he had with his dad about the struggles he was feeling inside.
Tough, you know, he's a tough love kind of guy. And that day where he took me out and he just like said, son, it's okay, you know what I mean? It's okay to feel that way. And
that was the first time Iam opened up about the anxiety to his dad, and he was shocked. I guess he didn't expect to hear from his dad that, you know, it's okay.
Yep.
Like, we've all felt some kind of anxiety at some point.
What people don't see from a young man who thrives performing in front of thousands of people is a fear that he has of ending up alone.
He likes to talk about, you know, things with me, and he talked about the fear of being alone, fear of me not coming home.
It's working against me.
I mean, I'm glad that he likes, or not likes, but I'm glad that he trusts me and he's able to talk about it. And I encourage him to share it with others too, because personally I feel like the more he talks about it, the more he'll get out, you know, instead of carrying that burden with him.
And probably some of you guys already know, you know, I talk about this a lot. don't be afraid to express and talk about what you're going through. You know, we're living in times where you don't have to, you know, be chained to those standard that we all grew up in, because you have to remember those times are slowly going away, and times has changed. You have to accept that. What the accepting has to start with you. You know, you have to realize that anxiety, it's not just one thing, it's a multitude of it. So many things. It's one thing, this thing, it combines to that one thing that we call anxiety. So, you know, I'm no doctor, but you know, I always try to improve not only my mental but my health as well as overall. It's a continual I won't say struggle, but you know, continue battle to keep going and to improve each and every day. That's how it is. So express yourself. The more you talk about it, it's more it's therapy to you. And just like Iam's mom said, you know, use your support system. Use those around you that care about you. Talk to them. Don't be afraid. It's not a sign of weakness. It's just a sign of communicating and sharing your feelings and your emotion and what you're going through. And just remember that you're not alone. We're all struggling, no matter no matter our status, our income, or who we are as a person. We all struggle. We're human. That's the part of the nature. But what makes the difference, you take the time to open up and talk about it. That's it. Let's keep going.
But, you know, that fear of just being alone, and he's had like a couple of anxiety attacks, that I want to be there for him, and I want to make sure that he knows that he can go in and come back and I'm here.
Lily hopes Iam's honesty about his fear of being alone can help others realize they're not alone, whatever challenges they may be facing.
And that's another thing. Don't ever feel alone. Don't ever feel it's natural. It's normal to feel like being by yourself. But the reality is, you know, there were times you have to sit there and you have to, you know, take comfort in that, you know, in knowing yourself. And actually, you know, what I'm trying to say is know yourself, get to know yourself well, and be able to be comfortable in your own skin, in your own surrounding by yourself. Once you get to, you know, overcome that, you know, lonely is just becomes an afterthought, because you're more comfortable even when there is no one around you. You get it? Just think of it as, in this life alone, yes, we are surrounded by loved ones and those who care about us, but at the same time, you're still on that journey by yourself. It sucks as it may sound, but you have to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're not, then, you know, maybe it's not the time for you to understand it yet, but at some point you will. We all do. Like, some of us get it earlier, some of us will understand as we get to a certain point in our life. So, but get comfortable in loving yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Loving yourself, knowing yourself, and being aware of your strong points and your weak points. And then that lonely part will slowly become a part of you that you accept and comfortable with. So hopefully, you know, I'm not confusing, but hopefully I'm hoping you, whoever is watching, if you made it this far, understand what I'm trying to, you know, interpret it. You know, and this is just my experience and my own knowledge of, you know, trying to, you know, deal with this kind of emotions and every other attachment that comes to it. Yessah.
The following year, in December of 2021, Rodney passed away.
It was unexpected when it seemed like something so small, and it was a shock. And I think Iam took it really hard, especially that they went home.
Iam wasn't there in Washington when his dad died. He'd come to Hawaii for Christmas.
Man.
Iam broke down. And right after crying for so long, he went into my sister's room, who was dying of cancer, and just played music because he knew that's what his dad wanted.
I simply wish for one more day with you. One more day. One more time.
When he passed away, Iam just seemed like he didn't want to do anything at all. Like, he didn't want to go to school. He didn't want to go to seminary. He didn't want to go to church. He didn't want, like, everything just seemed like he didn't want to do anything.
After he passed, William didn't want to sing anymore. So there was no music at the house for a long time.
Iam didn't even want to sing at his dad's funeral.
He just said he can't. He just can't do it. And when I asked him why, and he said, every time I sing, I hear Dad back me up. I could hear, I could hear his voice. And it just makes me miss him even more, so I don't want to sing.
Leave me wishing still for one more day with you.
Man, that pain. You know what I mean? That pain.
After his dad passed away, singing didn't come easy to Iam anymore.
He used to not be able to sleep without music. So we used to always start with only his dad's music. Once he sleeps, I turn off the music. It doesn't bother him anymore. Like, he still needs it to sleep, but as soon as he falls asleep and I turn it off, he's fine. He'll wake up in the morning and he's happy. Like, I feel like little things like that makes me happy. To see him now, I mean, see him back then and see him now, it's like, it seems like he says he still hears his dad, but he says it like in a happy, like, tone.
But the past few months haven't come easy.
My immune system is weak, I mean. And he said that's why you get sick easily, and that's why you get nasal infections fast.
Iam got strep throat right before coming to Oahu for his top 26 performance.
But we're going home and we're gonna have our little thing. We're gonna do some. All the show, my voice was gone. I couldn't even talk. We're gonna talk. We like that. Now one of the PAs kept giving me. She was helping me out. She got me honey, and just before the thing, I was just sucking honey the whole time on the packet. And right when I got there, I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to say this. I was like, hi guys, still into that. I was like, oh shoot, that's good. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready, dog.
Now that Iam's been thrown into the spotlight, it's not easy for anyone, let alone an 18-year-old.
Little bit, make some noise for Iam Tongi one time, please.
I've talked about this with Iam a lot, like our fears of, him allowing peer pressure to take over, and talking to him about, staying true to himself. I still have that fear that with time, he might change. I'm hoping he won't. I'm hoping he'll still keep that, Iam factor to him. That I'm just gonna do Iam. And I think one of the biggest things that he always talks about too is his dad telling him that his music is not for everyone. And realizing that it's okay for people not to like your music.
Although he's been on the road for the past 2 months, Iam remains rooted. Never forgetting where he comes from.
Of course, it doesn't feel like home to me, but, Seattle and Hawaii for sure feel like home to me.
Between visiting family, performances, and special occasions, Iam visits Hawaii about every other month. After making it to the top 3 on American Idol, show producers asked him where he'd like to film his hometown segment. And without hesitation, Iam chose Hawaii.
I can't even tell you how proud Hawaii is. I mean, you already know, but what are you looking forward to the most about coming home this week?
I'm looking forward to eating and, the food in Hawaii, best food you'll ever have in your life.
Whenever he visits home, he stops by his favorite spot for kalbi.
I remember him with his guitar sitting right here on this bench, you know, just having a little jam session before he goes to school.
It feels great to be home and here with my mom, going back to see my family and friends. Wow, I never expect this, and I don't know. I just don't know what to say. Oh, thank you.
Iam received an honorary diploma from Tokouso High School, where he would have been a member of the senior class of 2023.
We're ready for life.
Seeing on my TV, it's like, wow. Growing up thinking about this our whole life. It's like, just the talks every time, so you know, we're going to hang out. It's the first thing you're like, oh. I'm saying, yeah, what's up with the song and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, yeah, we start talking about it.
Remember that one?
Before they turn off all the lights,
when Iam started to go, like everyone saw him on TV, we were all just so excited because this was the first time in a while that someone from Hawaii, especially someone from this side of the island, was like joining into something more bigger.
A long, long time ago.
This is how Hawaii does it. This is how the North Shore does it. For championships, for Iam, for everybody, we support all of our kids, and we know they can go high. Now the rest of the world knows that Hawaii can put out talent.
Still ahead, we'll head to Washington State to visit Iam's family and drop in and visit the school he goes to now.
Damn. Well, before we, I just want to say shout out to Iam's mom. Man, she's been amazing in this interview, and I mean, she's expressing everything. She's pretty much laying everything down. Worrying from her, from worrying as a parent, and on top of that, wishing nothing but best for her kid. It just shows, man. And then to go in depth into the whole story of the family, just. Man, this interview is just amazing.
Iam brings pride not only to Hawaii, but also to Federal Way, Washington, home to about 100,000 people. He attends Decatur High School.
This is where Ian sits when he's here. This is his desk.
Everyone is stuck on you.
It's specifically set up over here because he likes to be in the front.
Man, without Iam, school is not the same. Because every day in school, it's always Iam serenading everybody in the morning. Like he's just walking to a different class. He's going to a class. He's over there singing. I will travel the world to be right by your side.
Hey.
Music was always at the front of his mind. Like literally, we'll be working on something and something will pop into his head and he's like, oh, music break real quick. And then he'll sit down and just like pound something out on paper. And then when you ask him what it is, it's like, it's a song he's working on.
There are about 1,700 students that go to Decatur High School. You'd be hard-pressed to find a student who doesn't know who Iam is.
Man, he was just next to me in class, and now he's up there.
I can tell you that.
Doing big things, so it's kind of good, like, seeing one of us on tops.
Iam's friends are still adjusting to all of his success. People offer them money to set up meetings with Iam, or even just to get a picture with him.
A lot of people, they look at it as a way to get clout. People call it clout chasing. But the way I look at it, I don't look at Iam as a celebrity or anybody that's famous. No, Tony's just like a brother to me.
Besides filling his school with song, cheer, and pride, Iam's an inspiration to his fellow classmates and teachers.
He's chasing his dream, and I support him 100% in that. There's not a lot of people that get that opportunity to do that.
Shout out to you, brother.
You get to see someone put into action these things that you were constantly telling kids, like, hey man, you have to dream bigger. You have to you're more than this, you're more than that, you're more than whatever your circumstances. And to see him take that shot and to dream is bigger than probably he ever imagined.
A short drive from the school is the neighborhood where Iam lives today. a quiet town where beautiful trees line the street.
The house feels pretty empty. He makes a lot of noise.
In his home, one of the first things that catches your eye is Iam's golden ticket that sits prominently displayed on the living room mantle. You'll also find his 3 dogs, Coco, Thor, and Bubbles. Iam's support system spans far and wide.
We have a lot of family here, Tongans and Samoans, but especially Tongans.
Oh, yeah.
Washington is also where Iam's dad, Rodney, is buried, at the Bonnie Watson Memorial Cemetery. We visited with Iam's family and friends at Rodney's grave, where they honored his memory with stories and song. Seeing her son's potential, Lily signed Iam up 2 years ago for American Idol Season 20.
I think he went 2 rounds online, and then he got cut, and he's like, I told you, you know, and then he got mad.
When I first tried out, I made it past the first online round before you go to the auditions. And my dad was going out telling everyone, you know what I mean? Then I tried out again, then I never made it. And, you know, I felt like almost like I kind of disappointed him.
But Mom wasn't ready to give up on Iam and Rodney's dream, once again signing Iam up to give it another go on American Idol.
I didn't tell him, so I just signed up. And he like, why would you do that? I'm like, Dad has been pushing you, you know. Wouldn't you want to, like, continue with what you've been working on? And he's like, Mom, I'm not good enough. Everything was, I'm not good enough. I think he didn't want to get cut again.
Although Iam was hesitant to sing Monsters in that first audition, it put him on the map.
It's my turn to chase the monsters away.
The producer's like, it's not a sob story if we didn't know about it until just, you know, now. And he didn't talk about it until the producer, like, I saw you just recently lost your father. And he was quiet for a while. You know, and he's like, I don't want to be a sob story. And she's like, it's not a sob story. You've come like 3 rounds online without us knowing anything. So that's obviously talent. And she mentioned, like, well, wouldn't you want, you know, people to know who inspired you? And I think that's what changed him.
And
The
although
light bulb
Rodney
turned
wasn't
on.
alive
The light bulb turned on for him.
to see Iam's success, he's a big part of the reason for it.
He kind of took like a different approach from the first time I signed him up. And then when he kind of made it through, and he's like, I didn't think I would make it through. And I'm like, yeah, you've been saying that you're doing it for Dad. But if you're not going to do it for yourself, you're not going to go very far. You have to, like, do it for both of you. You know, take Dad along for the ride, but it's yours.
Little did Iam know,
Wow,
it
well
was the
said.
ride of his life. Coming up, we'll hear from members of Hawaii's music industry and hear how they feel about Iam's journey and his win.
Wow, amazing, man. Shout out to Lily, man, Iam's mom. Well said. You know, just bring your dad with you, but it's mostly your ride. Well said.
For the last couple of months, Hollywood has been home for Iam and his mom, Lily, who've been living out of their hotel room. You can feel the strong bonds that the contestants have developed with each other.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not Zach.
Even their families get along.
Hey, my older son said he voted half for Iam and half for Zachariah. And he's like, what? You're my brother and you think that?
I thank you, brother. It feels like work or like, you know what I mean? Or school. It just feels like, but when you're having more fun, like, okay, yeah, that's not work or school. But, you know what I mean?
We step out on the Hollywood Boulevard, and Iam can barely walk a block without being recognized by fans.
You see a bunch of people, like, right when Iam leaves, they rush him, and security guards are like, oh, get away, get away.
It's not bad. Like, I just love it. Like, enjoy meeting new people and, you know, just talking. Because I like to talk about.
Yessah.
He is very out there, outgoing, recharges his social battery with other people. He loves being with people.
The siblings Like, oh wow, now we're known as Iam's brother. Iam was always kind of like just hanging around mom, and it's like everybody's like, oh, I didn't know that you had another brother. Are you Levi's brother? Are you Levi's brother? So everything was, he was, you know, somebody else's brother. And I'm like, oh, how does it feel now that you're, you know, Iam's brother?
In our business, you know, it's instant identity is what I'm looking for. What's that connectivity where people can actually say, oh my God, I love that kid.
Iam's got newfound celebrity status.
He is so wildly talented, and it's been such an incredible journey seeing his confidence grow.
Still, he remains humble, a quality his mom and dad instilled in him.
Yes,
Some of the lectures he would give the kids all the time, even with sports, when they became big at one point in Hawaii, and then he's like, you know, you need to stay humble. Once you get it to your head, it's gonna mess with everything. So I know he would have said this exact same thing to you.
Around Iam's neck, a reminder of that advice. He keeps his dad's wedding ring close to his heart, along with a picture of his parents made for him by a fan. Back home in Hawaii, he's being welcomed with open arms in the island's music community.
Hawaii, we come together
Give
strong
me it.
for Iam.
Andy Mack.
That video for him, and we're supporting him, and the reason why is because what's a rising tide lifts all boats. Like, it's really what's good for him is good for us, it's good for Hawaii, it's good for Polynesia, it's good for humanity. Like Jack Johnson sang, like one of my favorite songs, we're so much better when we're together.
I'm so proud to bring out Iam Tongi.
Iam Tongi.
There's a lot of people who can sing really well, and they technically sing great. And there's other people that just have a tenor and a tone to their voice that's magical, and that's what Iam's got. I can't really explain it. It's magic. You can't explain magic, and that's what he has.
Magic. Wow.
It's really funny because like now we're all starstruck. I told my friends like the other night my phone started ringing and I was like, "This is Iam Tongi right here calling me," and everybody was laughing.
To see Iam be able to like hang with Jack and like hear Jack's excitement, and like, you know, how Jack was like pretty much fangirling over Iam. Hey, Iam, you make me look real cool to my kids right now.
Yeah. Yessah.
14,000 people turned out for Iam's homecoming concert at Turtle Bay Resort. From finding funding to a venue, the community worked around the clock with just over a week's notice to put together the epic celebration.
Just the fact that he is here and he made it on the show itself, you know what I mean? And
Tell me what you read.
what everything he's representing is beautiful and represents us, and it makes Hawaii look amazing. And
shout out to you guys who told me who he was and who he. I know he was the rock stuntman. I just didn't know his name, but appreciate you guys. I just want to make sure you guys, get the credit you guys deserve. So thank you.
he's the ambassador of Aloha Spirit right now.
That's something to be said about that, about the strength of our community when we come together as one in support of a common goal. We can make anything happen.
Oh, Kaloy Kai. Boom, boom.
I'm like
This is
watching
my
him about to
design.
take the stage, and then all you hear is Seacrest, Brian Seacrest say, he's gonna cool down for you guys. I lost it. I lost it.
And what advice about instant stardom would local music industry veterans give to their new young colleague?
I would just say, don't take things so seriously. You're a kid. Enjoy that time being young, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's how you learn in life, But 100% trust your know, trust your intuition. Hold me closer and I feel no pain every beat of my heart. That is your kupuna speaking to you directly. Your kupuna, your guardian angels, your dad.
Coming up, we'll take a look at Iam's monumental victory and what he sees as he's facing his future. Title. Viewers vote for their favorite.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you made it this far, shout out to you guys. You guys are truly the real ones. So appreciate it. Hope you guys are, just in awe and happy, because I am. Whew. Even though I seen this already, just man, this is just bringing back so much memories, so much memories.
Favorite singer, and sometimes favorite doesn't always equal family. Case in point, the mother of Zachariah Smith, a fellow American Idol finalist and friend of Iam's.
We love Iam. My husband loves Iam. We've loved him from day one. We know he'll get number one, but I would like to see Zachariah get number 3 so he can go to his hometown and do a hometown lead. We know who's going to get number 1, and that's perfectly fine.
To win American Idol.
It feels crazy and it feels unreal, and I just love everyone.
Coming full circle, Iam once again sang Monsters, this time alongside James Blunt during the finale.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, and I felt just very lucky to be up there with him.
Man, I was bawling out of control on that performance. Like, and then I had to come back and do a reaction for you guys. I was, oh man, so like a triple crying day. And every time I see that video, I still bawl. Like literally.
Iam's now ready for the next step of his career.
For sure, I'm going to be doing live shows, you know, concerts and stuff, and yeah, because I love performing live.
You did it. You did it. Yay, he's got the riz.
The riz.
Hey, that stands for charisma. He's taught us all that.
Get out on tour, and if I have some advice for them, find a big act to open for.
Take the momentum of this show and dive into it, but do what you have in your heart and do what you want to do, which he will. I mean, he's only Iam. He can't do anything else.
The beauty of all of the story and his father and all of it coming together, it felt like he was healing. He was doing his father justice in that moment. It was like a destiny fulfilled.
After winning American Idol, Iam's single, I'll Be Seeing You, reached number 1 on the iTunes charts.
Yeah, you remember that? Remember that? That was...
I really love this song because it talks about loss. When my dad passed away, we'll be like driving and stuff, and anything that he used to do would point at, oh, it's dad. You know, that's what dad loved. We go and drive past his dialysis place. Oh, his dad. You know, we always do that. Find out, oh, his dad, or just like places you love to eat. Oh, we go to dad's spot. And that's what the song is kind of about. Everywhere you go, it's gonna remind you of someone that you lost.
This song literally, man.
He's worked hard.
We're still
to be where he's at.
Summer
we've
banger, man.
Been there at family gatherings, weddings, funerals, and he's sung at all of it. And to see the world just receive him for who he is and his authenticity. And the love that he brings through his music, the storytelling that he tells, it's very full circle for us as a family.
To all my family out in Hawaii, yes, I love you guys for voting.
The joy of winning American Idol coming out.
It's because I don't have to worry anymore, you know what I mean? I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about losing friends because, like, they're always going to be there. Like, I overthought it. Like, I was overthinking. Like, they're always going to be there.
For our people in Hawaii, I mean, we are all one family. So, you know, when one brother succeeds and is out there making our culture known and making our people proud, we all win.
Yep.
My goal for the future is just to eventually, like, you know, get a house and go here and just, you know, go back and forth because I love Seattle now.
But no matter where he is,
I am the American Idol.
He'll always have that playful spirit that is Iam Tongi.
Just wanted to say I love you guys and thank you for coming out and supporting. Yes, the Red Raiders for life. Yes, no Hawaii. Shout out to all I just spit on the mic. Great. Shout out to all my family at home, all my friends. Yes, sir. Yeah.
From all of us here at KITV4, congratulations, Iam. I also want to thank
Congrats,
the
Iam.
family for letting me tag along with them from Hawaii to Seattle to Hollywood, all to learn about Iam's American Idol journey. Aloha.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Wow. Whew. First of all, shout out to KTV4 for an amazing, well put together special for Iam Tongi called I Am Iam. Ain't that like mine? And then on top of that, shout out to Lily, to Iam's mom, for being so strong and being so courageous, and telling the story of how where it all started to where it is now. So you know what I mean, you can see that she was she was having moments where she probably would have like just literally pour out. So shout out to Lily for always being the forefront of guiding Iam, and also just being there for her son. And on top of that, shout out to Ronnie for, you guys saw the whole interview, when Iam finally found what he was passionate, gifted, and chosen to do. This is the product we came about. So shout out to Ronnie, rest in peace. And man, there's just not enough words to explain how amazing this journey has been for Iam. And you can see it, like it's just wow. But we get to see it, and the whole story envelops, or how you say it, develops. So, but amazing, well put together. And shout out to the one and only C-Cat for amazing, for providing this well put together special by KTIV4, Island News. So amazing. Just outstanding. And shout out to all of you guys who's been, recommending this, who brought this attention, been giving me the links and showing me, hey, check this out. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to everybody that's, sending me links and requests if I haven't got to it. So I do apologize, but we'll slowly get there. But thank you for continue showing love and being here. So without anything else, if you like the reaction and the listening session, make sure you press the like button, subscribe to the channel, grow our community, comment down below, let me know what you think, and what's the another thing, comment down below, yes, and press the bell notification to let you know when I upload, reload, and download. Share this with someone you care about, because it matters to me, because I care. And lastly, shout out to all my supporters and subscriber, new and old. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for your time, love, and support from the bottom of my heart to the top of my head, to the twinkle of my toes. Thank you, Fafkaike love. And shout out to all my donors. Thank you for the continued donation. Your donation is greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And lastly, or without further ado, I'm your host, Stay Humble, and like we say around here, thank you very, very much. Till next time, we out. Peace.